So the legal basis for the instant payment reporting is here. And the whole objective is to give regulators a clear view of instant payment pricing and any sanctions-related rejects or freezing of payments. And regulators will use this data to, in theory, benchmark you against your peers and challenge any discrepancies. So again, the big question, do you need to do this? And yes, quick spoiler, if you're a PSP and provide SEPA credit transfers and or SEPA instant credit transfers to your customers, the answer is yes. So the scope of this report covers PSPs in Euro member states. So for example, Ireland, where our currency is the euro, and it also covers PSPs in non-Euro member states. So for example, a Polish PSP providing Euro SEPA credit transfers. And bear in mind, if you're a PI or EMI, you're also in scope, even if your banking partner directly settles the credit transfer. If you're a customer facing and you control the pricing, you need to report. Now, how do you get this report done? Well, it's an XBRL, and the schema and the technical standards are set by the EBA, which some of you will be familiar with. The EBA set the DORA standards earlier in 2025, so they can be a little bit complex. And ultimately, you'll need to submit this return to your national competent authority. A couple of, one really interesting consideration to note on this return is the unique retrospective component. So initially, you'll need to submit 4 reports covering 2022 to 2025. Then it's annually thereafter. A couple of things to watch out for. If you're reporting totals for transfers and accounts, try and align that data with common data points in some of your other returns, so perhaps payment statistics. And in terms of the data fields needed that you need to report, if you're a Euro member state firm, so our Irish example earlier, there are 4 core templates that you need to report on. First up is volumes. So you'll need the volumes of your SEPA credit transfers and your instant ones by sent and received. You'll need transaction counts totals and then split that national versus cross-border. You'll also need the charges, the fees charged for SEPA credit transfers and SEPA instant, sent and received, and split national versus cross-border. And on accounts, you'll need the total number of payment accounts and total account charges, including any maintenance fees. And lastly, sanctions, you'll need the number and percentage of credit transfers rejected or frozen due to sanctions, and again, split those national versus cross-border. And then just a quick note, these templates are linked on things like totals and splits, so those should reconcile. So what are your next steps to get ready for the instant payment reporting, if that applies to you? Well, you'll need to map and assign ownership. So if you have a couple of licensed entities or even branches, you'll need to ensure that your licensed entities know that they have to report to their home regulator and your branches report to their host regulator. Make sure, obviously, that you can extract the required rejected or frozen sanction statuses for other fail reasons. And remember, you have a couple of years of data to get ready, so start early.